Yo team, Wednesday. What we have, 3 minutes and 15 seconds of jumping jacks, 5 bootstrappers, 10-second hollow. So you jumping jacks, feet in and out, hands up and down, 15 seconds work. Bootstrappers, feet flat on the floor, hands underneath the feet, bum down, chest nice and tall, into the bottom of that squat, back to straight legs, that's one, and so on, okay? Your hollow hold. Back on the ground, squeezing those feet together, hands up over the head, shoulder blades off the floor, heels off the floor, keeping as much tension as I can from my fingers to my toes. If that's too hard, bring the hands down. Thinking about sucking the belly button into the floor. If this is too hard, bring the knees in. If it's too easy, bring one knee, hand over the head, play ball. And it's 10 seconds worth, so squeeze as tight as you possibly can. Then into 2 rounds, either 5 air squats or 5 goblet squats, and then 5 and 5 alternating V-ups. Air squat, feet underneath the hips, or just outside, depending on where we prefer to squat. Then, what we're looking for, as I send my hips back and down, I'm squeezing my abs as much as I can, hips go back and down, my knees track over my toes, my chest is nice and tall, okay? Make that a little bit easier for yourself, bring the hands up, okay? If you let them fall, then we're going to look at that round. So, chest nice and tall. As I stand up, I'm keeping my feet flat, pressing through the whole foot, squeezing my bum at the top. At the bottom, we're looking for the hip crease below the top of the knee, so we've reached full depth, and then standing to full extension again, where I squeeze my bum at the top. So we've got 5 of those, or we're going to do the exact same, holding on to an object in the front, hips back and down, weight into the midfoot to heel. I'm not letting the weight pull me into my toes, okay? And we have 5 of those, your choice depending on what equipment we have. Then we have the alternating V-up. So left arm to right leg, right arm to right leg. That's one each side, so on and so on. Can't reach the toes, go for the shin, go for the knee, something like that. See where we're at. Then what we're going to go into is the workout. So non-equipment, for 2 sets, 40, 30, 20, 10 of V-ups and air squats. Then you're going to rest for 2 minutes and then go again. So the flow of the workout, 40, 30, 20, 10, rest 2 minutes, 40, 30, 20, 10. Beautiful, okay? So 40 V-ups, 40 air squats, 30 V-ups, 30 air squats, 20, 20, 10 and 10. Rest for the 2 minutes, then we're going to go 40, 40, 30, 30, 20, 20, 10, 10. Easy. Okay, so the V-up this time is both feet and both hands together, meeting at the top. Now, if that turns into crashing on the floor and then going for it, that's cool. There's a big set or a lot of volume through the whole workout, so don't worry too much about it. As long as we're trying to maintain strong core, squeezing as tight as we can as we go through each rep, I'm happy with that. The air squat, because there's a lot of reps here, and you're going to be wanting to be moving fast, make sure we're hitting those points though. Make sure the feet stay flat, the chest stays nice and tall. My hip is clearly below the top of my knee for full depth, and then I stand all the way to the top, locking up my knees and my hips, okay? Don't get lazy. I say lazy by moving fast, but what you don't want to happen is those knees caving in, the heels coming off the floor, the back rounding, we're not standing the whole way, and it turns into this thing. Stop it, right? Do it properly. All the way down, all the way back to top. In that 2 minute rest, walk about, shake the legs off. Your hip flexors are probably going to be on fire, okay? So move about, try and shake them off, then we go again. If we have equipment, we've got 40, 30, 20, 10 of the V-up with a 20, 15, 10, 5 of a goblet squat. However, if your piece of equipment weighs like 3 kilos, just do the same numbers as before, as the V-ups, okay? The idea is that we lower the squat numbers if the weight is substantial enough to warrant having to chop the reps in half, right? So if you have like a 32 kilo kettlebell, yeah, don't do the 40, 30, 20, 10, chop it out. So, same idea, but we're going to hang on to the object in the front. So again, I'm making sure I'm shifting my weight into my midfoot to my heel as I sit down, and I'm pressing through the whole foot when we stand tall again. The same points remain, okay? We're just holding on to the dumbbell. Make sure we're not letting that back round and the chest tuck forward. Keep the chest up nice and proud. just thinking about what we have for the bonus work is 3 rounds. 10 bodyweight Bulgarian split squats, okay, or we can just do split squats holding on to the dumbbell, depending on where we're at. We have 20 hip bridges with a 2-second pause at the top. We can put the dumbbell and a piece of equipment on our hips to make that a little bit harder. And a 1-minute wall sit. So, the Bulgarian split squat. What we can do, get the couch, get the box, whatever it may be, we're going to raise one foot, okay? What I'm going to do, get myself into my lunge position. Now, I'm going to come down, and what we're looking for is the front foot stays flat, this front shin is still vertical, similar to a lunge, and then I stand tall to squeeze the bum at the top and extend the front leg. Down and back up again. If we have a dumbbell, kettlebell, backpack that we want to hold on to, we can hold on to that also. Now, if we don't have something to raise our foot up on, we're just going to get into that lunge position. We're going to come down and then back up again. We're going to stay in that position, okay? But if you've got a chair or a couch or whatever it is, just pop that back foot up on there and then just roll from there. Easy. Your hip bridges on the floor, feet in close to the bum. I'm going to bring the hips up nice and high, squeeze for the 2 seconds, and then come back down again. At the top, squeezing the core, squeezing the bum. If we have the dumbbell, we can hold it on our hips. Up top, pause for that 2 seconds, back down again. Now this part isn't for time, we're just looking for quality of movement, okay? If we're going for the wall set, you're probably not going to be able to see this from way back here. But what we're looking for is your back is up against the wall, back and bum, and I'm going to sit myself down until my hips are just below parallel. I'm going to chill here. If you want to make it harder, pop the hands up overhead. Try and keep your hands off of your knees. Okay? Fold them, let them hang by the side, wherever they need to be. Okay? Hips just below the knee. So if we're going to go non-equipment, be smart. Okay? Don't race through those V-ups and then through those air squats if it's going to blow you out in the first 40, because you've still got a lot to go. Remember, it's 2 full sets. If we're going limited equipment, only chop those reps down if you think the weight you have warrants that. Okay, if it's crazy heavy, yeah, cool. If it literally weighs nothing, maybe up the reps a little, yeah, or keep them the same as your V-ups. Get it, guys.